Hope you're all still awake. Late Night Mega here. And so I did look up sort of a map, like I said I was going to. And turns out there's quite a bit of stuff here. Although there's ultimately two sections to this place. Well, I'll say there's two sections. One is the main plot path, which is we're actually not too far off from completing. So I'm going to complete that first, and then come back and we'll see what we can do for the alternate path. There's an alternate path that leads to a much larger area, and there's some various treasures. Ah, dang, that guy was tough. Alright. Of course, even looking at the map, I'm still struggling to figure out where I've come from and where I'm going, because battling will get me turned around, and having exit gates like right next to each other like that doesn't help. Oh, Thundara. So yeah, this is just more of kind of what we've been seeing. Mithril Golems a little bit harder for this group to take down, but they just take more time. They don't do tons of damage to us anyways. I'm liking that Defender Sword we got. Alright, well let's flip the switch, shut down a one of those doors somewhere, the Pisces door. Where did I even come at? See, this is why I'm so confused. This area was meant to be nothing more than just a giant maze, and I dislike giant mazy areas. In fact, that's one of my complaints with the first Golden Sun. Like, I'd heard that Golden Sun had been praised as a great GBA RPG, and so I gave it a try. Played it for about an hour and a half, went through the first dungeon. There were so many branching paths, and I don't know if I just found my way through the correct path the first time, but it just felt like every other screen I was taking a branching path, and it was just leading to more branching paths.
Mist. Are you all right?
I'm fine, thank you.
Is that nethicite?
I wonder.
With that much nethicite in one's grasp.
You could destroy all of Ivalice, if you wished it.
Yeah, that's kind of a lot of nethicite. Kind of odd that it's been sitting here for so long and people haven't, harvested it already. I don't know why. I find that kind of odd. Oh, a save crystal. Okay, well, we'll save it because I have no idea what's coming up. Yeah, I don't know if there were tons of branching paths and I just happened to keep picking the correct path every single time that would lead me to progress, but I did not enjoy it at all. It felt like I needed to go back through a dungeon that took me like an hour to go through, and yeah, I totally dropped the game after that. No, we're someplace else entirely now. I'm okay with this. So that waystone will take us back to the Great Crystal. Yeah, now we're at the Gate of Wind. So we kind of like traveled through the Great Crystal. I don't know, I find it odd. I like that door opening. That's so cool. Oh, a boss. Randomly appears again. And this is Esper battle music. So let's see. Shem Hazi. Shemhazi, that's how I'm pronouncing it. This guy, what is his healing? Well, we're gonna dispel him. Ice just healed him. Balthier, no ice. But he can't beat Ice Elemental, because I thought we got an Ice Elemental Esper already. Oh gosh, was he just like super weak to, No, he is super weak to ice. Well, what was healing him? Oh, he's casting Flare. That's not good. That almost one-shotted Balthier from full health. That's a scary thought. Yeah, let's cure Balthier up some more, please. I do see the treasures in this room. I'm imagining they're still going to be here after the... Well, I'll pick them up now. Reverse Moat. Oh, and he's in his, double stat mode, because we can't make a balance challenge. Silenska. I'm glad neither of us really care about silence. I mean, yeah, it uses shock. This guy's kind of interesting. He reminds me of like a weaker version of Exodus that casts Silenska. But we can't have everybody silence good. Yeah, amulet that makes you immune to silence. Let's do that. And let's use like some, what is it? Echo herbs. Herbs. And you know, let's use it on yourself too, Balthier. And now we have disease. Disease, not all that helpful. When would it ever be helpful? I don't know, but we gotta fix this. Rose Corsages for everybody. Flare for Bosch. That's not good. Well, we've almost got this guy dead. So can we just finish him off? Oh, we're so close. A remedy on Balthier, because disease is not a nice status to have. And he's dead. So this is actually the third Esper we got that's required by the storyline then. Although I think this is like our 6th, 7th Esper? Yeah, we've gotten quite a few of them. This must be our 7th. No, 6th. I don't know. We got an Esper. Hooray. Now we gotta figure out who to put it on, and we're gonna do that on camera, because it doesn't take that long. Shemhazi the Whisperer. Yeah, he's a Whisperer, alright. That's why he used Silenska, because he wants us to whisper. Or maybe he's the guardian of a library, because you know, you can't talk real loud in libraries. Alright, let's take a look at our license boards here. Okay, that gets us guns we don't want. And nothing. Okay, so not Balthier, not Vaughn. Okay, Fran. Get you to heavy armor. I don't really care about heavy armor for her, because I want her on Mystic Armor anyways. And White Magic 7, Asuna and Cleanse. Okay, so there is a strong possibility Fran might get this. But let's see if someone gets anything better. Potion Lore 2, no. We're not getting Potion Lore 2 for Bosch. And a shield block that we already got because of the dual license boards. Okay, so not Bosch. Ash, nothing. And what does she get on this side? Hand Bombs 3, so no. Alright, Penelo, what do you get? Potion Lore 3. No. I don't want Potion Lore. Alright, what do you get on this side? Heavy Armor 7. Gets you the Mirror Mail. That could actually be useful, but I think I'd rather get White Magic 7 for Fran, so she gets Asuna. Because her not having Asuna is kind of annoying. And it gets her this heavy armor. If I ever feel like putting it on, I'll get her the license for that. And again, I haven't even found half that heavy armor. I guess we're just going to press forward and not go back and save. Okay. And it looks like there's another waystone here. But this waystone, it's got a blue light at the top. Oh, yeah, I can't take the things that actually look like stairs. I have to take the stairless ramps. I still don't get that. Undying Walker of the Chosen. Well, let's touch it. And now we're at some other mystical place. It looks like we're somewhere way up in the sky. It's kind of a neat looking place. I like it. I mean, I guess that's kind of another thing about this game. A lot of the areas look really big, but you can't actually reach or explore a lot of the places that you see.
Fear not, Princess of Dalmasca. We, Ocuria, have chosen you, and you alone.
Ocuria? Who are you? Can we explain any of this now? Oh. You look
Ashalia Banargan Dalmasca.
kind of like Vana.
We see your heart desires power, and power most holy shall we grant. Seek you the sun-crest, slumbering star. In tower on distant shore, it dreams. The mother of all Nethicite, the source of its unending power.
I thought we just found the mother of all Nethicite.
King,
Yeah, whatever.
his fallow shards, coarse trinkets cut from sun-crest's light.
Such power exists?
In times that are long passed away, we thought to save this Evilise, and chose Wraithwall, the Dynast King. He took the sword and cut the crest. 3 shards he took from its gilt grasp, and so became the Dynast King. His words and deeds run through your veins.
That's why I was given it. The Sword of Kings.
The treaty held with kings of old is but a memory, cold and still. With you, we now shall treat anew, to cut a run for history's flow.
So much cryptic
Now take this
language.
sword, this treaty blade, Ocurian seal, mark of your worth. Cut deep the crest, and seize your shards. Wield Dynast King's power. Destroy Vana.
That's a really cool looking sword.
But Vana... Vana's an Ecurian. A being like you.
Vana is a heretic.
Well, okay then.
The Nethicite is ours to give to chosen bearer, or to none. The heretic trespassed, and set the rose of knowledge in man's hand.
Oh, the rose of
With
knowledge.
imitations they profane. It is anathema to us. We give you now the stone and task. Administer judgment. Destroy them all.
Judgment?
Rossler. Or Ghost of
Destroy
Rossler.
them all? The Empire?
The hues of askew, history's weave. With haste, they move through too short lives. Driven to err by base desires. Toward waste and wasting.
Okay, so many holes in this, but I do want to make a comparison between
Undying, we Ocuria like the path.
yeah, the Ocuria sound a lot like the Lunarians from Final Fantasy IV.
So that Ivalice might endure.
And the one deviant,
Eternal.
Vana,
We are
is
history's
kind of like
stewards.
Xenos.
To set the course and keep it true. The chosen is our hand, our fist. To let live some and crush the
Okay,
rest.
so there's some sort of certain history timeline that
Princess,
they want to see.
you have been chosen.
Why are they so interested in what the humans do with their
Take revenge
history?
against those who stole your kingdom.
And look, what
Fulfill your role as
what
savior.
does it matter to them? I don't get that.
Attain to your birthright.
Ash,
Where did we just come running from?
what's with these Acuria? What gives them the right to tell you what to do?
Will you take revenge, as they ask?
We could not see them, but we heard the Ocuria speak. They may be gods, but we are the arbiters of our destiny. Your Highness, I'm against this. The Empire must pay, but destruction?
Does anyone know what happened to Dr. Sid? Wasn't he saying he'd be here?
He hasn't shown up.
He should have arrived by now.
That's what I was thinking.
And I should have realized by now. He's not coming. He laid out the bait, and we bit. Remember what he said? He wanted Ash to get the stone. He wanted that all along. That's why he flaunted his nethicite, and reeled us in with his stories about Gedovagan, all to bring Ash to the Ocuria.
But wait, if we got a hold of the nethicite, wouldn't that be bad for the Empire?
Maybe he wants to see what happens when foes with nethicite collide.
Probably.
That'd be just like Dr. Sid.
That does seem to fit him. Because otherwise, he
I
essentially
will
just
search out the Sun Crest.
helped us. Alright, so now we have to go find another stone.
History is built by our hands. That's his favorite line. He'd never stand by and watch the Ocuria stones shape things. So, he was talking to Vana all along. He wasn't mad at all then, was he?
The verdict's still out on that one. We got the Treaty Blade. It's probably going to be weaker than the other
Restore
swords we
Dalmasca's
got.
sovereignty
It's stronger
and
than
make
the
our amends with Lady Ash.
Sword of Kings.
It's the only way to avert war.
It is a war of necessity.
You keep saying
Your Lady
that.
Ash
I'm not
herself
sure
is
you know
bent on
what
it.
necessity
She
means.
desires it above all else. She will not rest until her revenge is full wrought.
What are you
I
even
fear you
talking
misread her
about?
intent. She would sooner shun war than embrace it.
See, it's
You
more
are
these
young,
other people
Martha.
that...
And you presume
That-
beyond your ken.
Yes.
Then
These
let
other
us look
people that
closer.
presume some sort of
Judge Gabrant,
bloodthirsty revenge
I would
that
have you
Ash
seek after the
has.
Lady Ash and judge whether she makes overtures of peace or war. Yours shall be the eyes of the Empire.
And should I espy war, I am to put her to the sword. Is that your wish, Excellency?
It will not come to that, I am sure. I have faith in her. faith in you both. On you, Gabranth, shall I wager all our fortunes?
As you will.
Okay, and in case you guys have forgotten, because we've had a lot of stuff going on in between the plot, Gabranth is Bosch's twin brother.
That so sweet a child could be your brother is hard to believe.
Larsa is as he should be.
What's that, Vena? Ah, taken the bait already, have they? Splendid. The Ocuria have given the princess her treaty blade.
The gods have chosen their scribe to write history as they deem fit. Yes, and she with fresh nethicite to aid her.
Bah! To hell with the Ocuria and their stones. What good? A power that cannot be harnessed. Baubles best suited for study, no more.
We conquered 2 kingdoms that you might study these baubles.
Oh, I am grateful for the
I
sacrifice.
like how he said baubles there.
Without it, manufactured nethicite would have eluded us. An unrivaled weapon, I warrant you. Tell me, Vena, have I not been an apt pupil?
My counsel did but guide your able hand. Through power of man, the stones did you perfect. Yes. So much accomplished in 6 fleeting years. Man's fervor or all obstacles prevailing.
Our lives are much too short. You undying might waste long centuries away, but we, I fear, cannot.
Just so. Had we more time, we might have availed ourselves of more prudent measures.
Also, another plot hole on the Empire side here is that...
Not lightly will the Ocuria allow you to wrest the reins of history from their grasp, back into the hands of men.
The Empire and Vayne are accusing Ash of wanting war, when it's the Empire that's going to war with all these other places, and already went to war with
For your ascendance, Vayne, I offer
Dalmasca.
prayer. May you attain all that which is your due.
So
Attain
who's
it I
the
shall.
bloodthirsty warmonger here?
For
I'm
too
going
long
with the
have my
Empire.
deeds gone unrewarded.
Oh, we'll give you a reward. A reward of punching you in the face.
In tower on distant shore dreams the sun Christ. Do these words mean aught to you?
Didn't Redis say he was going to follow some other course? Maybe you found out something that can help.
I'd rather stay out of that Sky Pirate's debt, thank you.
What's wrong with Redis? I mean, if you can't trust your own kind, who can you trust?
Yeah.
You're an expert on pirating now, are you?
Well, he is your apprentice, so shouldn't he be? Besides, we have to go do something now, don't we? Yeah, I don't think that's where we want to go. We'll go back to the Great Crystal, and we'll try exploring the other path. If you know this game, you know what we're going to find on the other path. If you don't know this game, well, it'll be amusing. Alright, so let's warp back. Although looking at the time, I'm probably going to do more of the Great Crystal exploration next time. I might get us a little ways back. We're gonna save, just in case something bad happens. Now, some of you might look at that as foreshadowing spoilers, but really, I've been saying that at pretty much every save crystal, so... yeah, make of it what you will. Alright, let's go this way. I think that's the only way we can go from here. And we are going to do some fast forwarding or running. You know what I mean. Just because we've seen a lot of this before. I have to figure out which way to take again. Waystone 3, so I'm comparing that to my map. Trying to figure out where I am and what the path is. And we're going to, yeah, we're gonna go this way. We're gonna take this, where we take this path? I don't even know. But, yeah, we're going to continue explorations next time.